it's that the headphones for me. Anyways, hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is not necessarily a day in my life. I'm mostly going to be having a talk mostly about depression, because I suffer from that, and you know, it's people talk about it, but it's not taken seriously, especially in the Black community. So I'm almost deaf, get on the floor, bum a ring light, and do this, but I'm not doing it with the headphones on, so.
You fly away like caterpillars, so if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
So, I've struggled with mental health since 6th grade. I am now a sophomore, and it's really, I don't know how to describe it. You really don't know how to describe your mental health. It's like it's like a big weight is crushing on you. I'm still suffering. Well, I'm not suffering. It's gotten better over the years. I'm still trying to manifest myself, and I'm trying to, keep myself up, and I'm trying to, stay positive. And a lot of people used to think, oh, you're doing this for attention. Pause. Can we talk about how I'm just looking off in space for no apparent reason whatsoever? People who don't suffer from depression and anxiety and all the other mental illnesses, they don't, I don't even like calling it a mental illness. We're gonna call it a mental difficulty, because it's very difficult. They tend to not understand, which, I mean, anybody who hasn't experienced anything does not understand how it does or how it feels. But the worst thing you can tell a person with mental difficulties is that they're doing it for attention. That doesn't help. It makes them feel worse, actually. So for people who have, mental illness, difficulties, with people who have mental difficulties, you have to, tune everybody out. You have to learn how to, build yourself up when people bring you back down. It's very hard. I want to be in one of those people who care about their image, or they care how people think of them or people feel about them. That just makes you even more even more depressed and feel more about yourself. I'm insecure. I am very insecure. I'm insecure about my acne scars and my personality. If you know me, I've struggled with trying to, people don't really like my personality. And, it's hard, I recently, it took me about, I got a therapist in 9th grade, which is last year. It took 3 years for me to get a therapist, probably 4, because 5th grade, I just really struggled with it a lot. It developed in 4th grade, and it came up, and you don't know how to tell your parents that. Your parents, especially when you live in a Black household, they don't take depression seriously. In the Black community, people do not take depression seriously, because people, Black parents, I'm not saying all Black parents, because a lot of Black parents are super supportive and they give their children help. But speaking from experience, all you hear is, oh, well, you had nothing to be depressed about. Yes, you do. Everybody has a reason for being depressed or having anxiety. Everybody has a reason. You don't know what your children are going through. You don't. It's very, very hard trying to explain to your parents how you feel. I do not say my feelings to a lot of people. I used to say my feelings to anybody who I felt I could trust. And you can't trust very many. I confide in my best friend. I confide in my 2 best friends, actually. I confide in the people I call my brothers. I confide in people I thought were like my boyfriends. It's not, you can't just confide in everybody. And I learned that the hard way. So, as I am still trying to build my YouTube channel, I'm trying to become a creator, I also am building up my self-esteem, my confidence, my growth and integrity. I'm trying to build all that. So it's very hard. If y'all hear a baby, it's hard. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you're trying to build yourself back up. It's hard. You have to, people say write your feelings down. I do not have the attention span to write things down. I was told that by my therapist, to write your feelings down, your emotions. I tried, and it's not that I didn't want to. It's the fact I can sit still long enough to put all that on a piece of paper. That doesn't help work for some people. Me personally, if I had the attention span to sit there and write everything I was feeling, I would. I combined in my art. I draw, I paint, I edit, if you can, and I write poetry. As you know, I upload some of my poetry, and it's on down in my YouTube. I find, daily affirmations, and I try to manifest. And people say the little spirit crystals, I see it all on TikTok. They say it helps, and I want some. So yeah. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, because to be honest, I'm really lollygagging. But let's talk about school anxiety, social anxiety. I and one of my best friends suffer from social anxiety. We are not very outgoing. We are introverts, and we're outspoken. We're outspoken. We don't, but we don't confide in drama. We don't sit here and we don't, talk about people, It's just us minding our business. And I, being one of the people that suffer from social anxiety, I'm not very good at talking to people. I can't look people in the face. Maybe that's a social skill. I just can't look people in the face and talking. Or I'm terrified to speak in front of people. Or I'm terrified to speak to people in general. I hate when people put me on the spot, because my legs will start shaking. I just start shaking, and it's really just it's hard. It's hard out here suffering from something like that, So what I can't get my words out. What I recommend for people who go through social anxiety: breathe in, breathe out, count to 10. Just, think about what you're going to say. Think about who you're talking to. And, people who suffer from anxiety, I don't necessarily know any methods for anxiety, because I am suffering from that right now. I suffer from anxiety bad, and I just know that all I can do is just go ahead and get it over with. And my anxiety is bad, like really bad. And I don't know how to fix it, and I really need, my channel is to help, people create and to let, it's a creative expression. So if you know any ways to, if you know any ways to, like, what the word am I looking for? If you know any ways to cope with anxiety, can you please let me know in the comments, because I really need that. Especially when speaking in front of people and doing stuff in front of people. Yeah, I really need that, because depression. People really think that antidepressants, I never had antidepressants, but from hearing people's experience is really not helpful. It's just lifting the floor up a little bit, so it's not, very far to go down. It's depression. You don't know when it's gonna happen. It can happen all the time, or it can happen sometimes. People think depression is just like crying all the time. It's not crying all the time. It's mostly just, oh, okay. Like, my depression is sometimes I just cannot get out the bed, or I just want to talk to people, or I just confine in my comfort hoodie, which I have now. And if I have my comfort hoodie on, I'm just going through some things, and I just feel as though I need to, this is like, people have a comfort blanket or a piece of clothing they find safety in. So when I put this on, I was like, okay, maybe this is a good idea. Just talk about your experience with depression and talk about your experience with anxiety. So, yeah. I feel as though my depression is getting better. It progresses by day. Sometimes I might sit myself about 2 steps back, and I'll pull myself back up 5 more. So, yeah. My anxiety, it gets worse before it gets better, I guess. Same thing with depression. My social anxiety, I don't know what to do with that. It's just there. And it took me a while to start a YouTube channel because, I was scared that, maybe it's not going to work out. But at this point, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to still continue to do what I do. I still want the best for me. I read Bible scriptures. I, believe in affirmations. I believe in the spirit crystals. And I believe in, I believe in a lot of spiritual stuff. Like, it's just there. Hold on, my glasses on. So, yeah, it's really just there. I do believe that, everything happens for a reason. But, I'm going to make a part 2 to this. This was just a quick little video to get started on talking about issues that happen in everyday life. I don't know if I'm going to edit this. I might just post it like this. But, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And please leave your, your experiences in the comments if you feel comfortable, because I would like to read some of them, and I would like to hear some of them. And I also would like to hear any advice that you have. And I hope that you all have a great day. Make sure that you know that you are beautiful and you are smart, and make sure that you read and you manifest anything you want to manifest today.